right, today is Thursday. What is it? October 8th, right? Um, we went over our lesson 10 practice problems that we did. Just making sure that the first two triangles, pretty basic, but the third triangle, a lot of your classmates didn't extend the base. So if you extend the base and then the opposite vertex is here, okay, then it's a 90-degree angle. On number two, it's A, B, D, and E. D is also an answer because 4 times 4 is 16. We don't count this one here because it's not a true, it's not a true triangle where if you drew a rectangle, it's half of a rectangle. Because if you eyeball it and if you drew it, that's not half of a rectangle. Okay, so that's why you don't count this one. Number 3, 6 times 4 divided by 2 is 12. So 6 and then 4. We didn't have to do number 4. Number 5, what you can do is you can take this part on the bottom here and then place it on the top. Then you have a 6 by 3 rectangle. So the answer is 18. And number 6, make sure we read the directions. Some of us didn't draw a parallelogram. Some of you drew triangles, so I'm not sure what you did. And then label the base and height. All right, and then the base, the area has to be the same on each of them. So that's 18. So I'm not sure why some of your classmates have like an area of 12 and an area of 20. It has to be the same area. Okay, so that's what we did on that. And then in your notebooks, we're going to skip lesson 11. So these are the notes. Let me take this. Let me write this over here like that. So the surface area, the learning target know what the surface area of three-dimensional object means. Surface area is the number of unit squares it takes to cover the entire surface. And then the face is the flat sides of a 3D figure. And there's always six sides, 6 faces on the 3D figure, right? The top, the bottom, the front, the back, the left, and the right side. Okay? And then on you can go to the lesson 12 student task statement. And then I'm going to show a video. It's a quick video. Okay, about this file cabinet, so let's take a look. All right, so that's the video right there. If you go on lesson 12 student task statements, again, it's on modules. Just scroll down a little bit halfway and then you see lesson 12. All right, so covering the cabinet. How many sticky notes would it take to cover the cabinet, excluding the bottom? So the 5 sides, how many sticky notes would it take? So go and put your answer. You can pause it and then put your answer. So put this underneath the vocabulary. Okay, 12.1, right? And then on 12.2, if you see that on your iPad, how could you find the actual number of sticky notes? What information would you need to know? So think about that. Write a couple of them down, pause it, and then unpause it, and then we'll give you some answers that your classmates did. All right, well, what information would you need to know? Wouldn't you might need to know the base and height, right? You probably need to know what the, maybe how many sticky notes would be on the left side, so then you would know what's on the right. You probably need what sticky notes are on the front side, so you know what's on the back, okay? Because we're not working on the bottom. If you find the top, that's great, but we don't need to know the bottom because we're not asking for the bottom. So what else? How about like the size of the sticky notes, right? So the sticky notes come in a lot of sizes, so we need to know that. All right. Um, I think that's about it. If you have some other ones, then that's great. Um, I'll ask you about it another time. Tomorrow, I will tell you. We will find out how many sticky notes it will take. All right. So that is it for today. Okay. Um, Make sure that we finish our late work. If you have any late work in math, if you haven't, you got to finish the I ready. Again, there's 2 assignments in social studies you need to do. This is one thing that I also talked about too. You know, look at your look at your calendar. Look at your calendar. What you have. All right, make sure that you're doing that. So some of us still need to do two assignments in social studies. So finish late work and work on your iReady lessons today. And make sure you have everything done in ELA and science. All right? Okay, have a good day. Talk to you tomorrow.